Good morning, students. In this video, I am going to explain about non-destructive unit 6. That is again having two parts. One is the non-destructive testing, and the second one is the nanotechnology. And the first part of unit 6 is non-destructive testing, total theory part. Easy and simple also. We can write in our own words, but the representation is important. And the second part is nanotechnology is a vast subject, but we are having limited topics. So we'll move into the first part of the sixth unit, that is non-destructive testing. So in this first, we will see the syllabus of this non-destructive testing, that is classification of the methods, NDT methods, and principles of physics in the NDT methods, and the advantages of NDT methods. In that, mainly we are having there are the many types of NDT methods. In that only we are having three different types, that is acoustic emission testing, ultrasonic testing, radiography testing method. So these all things we need to study. The first thing we go for the introduction. So first we will let you know that what are the definitions of destructive testing and the non-destructive testing, and the objectives and the differences between the NDT and the destructive methods. We'll see what is this destructive testing. In this method, the sample under the test is destroyed. So we need to check the sample quality, and we need to evaluate the materials and the errors or holes present in that materials. For that we need to test. So testing is mandatory before using for any type of manufacturing, or before using the sample or before using the material, we need to test that sample. So that testing is again two types, destructive testing and the non-destructive testing. So more benefit is a non-destructive testing compared to the destructive testing. In this destructive testing, that sample is broke, and the sample is cannot used after the testing. We will collect a sample from that bulk of materials and we'll test. After the test, we cannot use that sample. So examples of destructive testing are the tensile test, impact mechanical test are the destructive testing methods. These tests are performed on the sample materials out of a batch. These tests are used to find out the mechanical properties like hardness, compressive strength, yield strength, and tensile strength. So destructive testing method is used for the understand the mechanical properties of the materials like hardness, strength, compressive, different types of strength, compressive, yield strength, and the tensile strength. For this purpose, we need to take a sample from the group of materials and we need to broke it. We have to test by the particular testing methods. Those are said to be the destructive testing methods. In these destructive testing methods, we cannot use that sample material for the manufacturing purpose. Here we need to go for the non-destructive testing, mainly without destroying or without breaking the sample. We need to evaluate that material, or we need to evaluate the sample. We need to evaluate the bulk of materials. That process is said to be the non-destructive testing. Without destroying the sample, without destroying the material, we need to study the quality, we need to inspect the quality, and we need to evaluate the materials inside in that sample. We need to understand the holes or any breakage or any flaws present in that material. That is said to be the non-destructive testing. So we can easily understand that we need to understand the structural properties of materials under the investigation. Here these tests do not change the structural properties of the materials under the investigation. So the structure of the material cannot be changed in this type of testing, NDT method. It is the process of inspecting, testing, evaluating the materials, components, or assemblies for the discontinuous or differences in characteristics without destroying the serviceability of the part or system. So without breaking the particular part, or without breaking the particular sample of the material, we need to test that material to inspect the quality, evaluate the materials to understand the structural properties. That is said to be the NDT method. So safety norms can be applied after the requirements of the test. So these all things we did in the safety norms. So what are the NDT methods and what are the physics applied? We need to understand why we are going for the NDT methods and what are the applications of those NDT methods. Depends on the type of the sample testing, depends on the type of the device and type of the environment we are having the. So many NDT methods are there. That is acoustic testing method, ultrasonic testing method, radiography testing, that is X-ray method, magnetic NDT methods. These are all the different types of the testing methods. In that we will see for the acoustic. Here, application of mechanical load or rapid temperature or pressure change to the part being tested and analyzing its propagation. We will apply some temperature pressure change to the particular part where we are going to test in the machine. We are going to test a some part, and so for that part we are applying some heavy pressure, and we'll study the pressure changes. In that pressure, by studying the pressure changes, we can go for the understanding the flaws or irregularities inside the materials. So ultrasonic testing is like echo sounding, using by sending the sound, ultrasonic waves in that particular material where we are going to test the for that sample. Detection of understanding the graph means detection of flaws or irregularities inside the material. Measurement of thickness of the metal sheets. We can by applying this method we can measure the thickness of the metal sheets also. And the third process is radiography testing or X-rays or gamma rays. So this is like normal X-ray method, exposing the materials under the test to X-rays. By studying that X-ray, we can understand the cracks, cavities, flaws, or porosity of material. This is like our bone X-ray. By studying that X-ray, we can understand the cracks present in the bones. Like that, here for the materials also, we can go for the X-ray method. That is also said to be the radiography method. In that, we can understand cracks, cavities, flaws, and porosity of materials. Here, next one is the magnetic NDT method. In this method, magnetic field is applied to the materials, and by studying the flux changes, so the flux coming out from that particular part or the flaw or breakage present in that part will exhibit the different flux changes. By studying the flux changes and by changing the directions of the magnetic poles, we can understand the dimensions, structure, and the mechanical properties and the flaw detection. This can be done using the magnetic method. This is also very important and easy method. Next one is electric or non-electric entity methods, exposing tested objects to the electric disturbance. So by applying the electric field also we can measure the some mechanical properties like we can understand the structural properties like composition, structure of a material, finding the geometrical dimensions, finding the moisture level. Last one is the anti-current entity methods, the interaction between an external electromagnetic field induced in the test object. So by inducing the external magnetic field, electromagnetic field, some dimensions like measuring the diameter of wire, rod, pipes, thickness, metal plates of that pipe walls can be understood. Other types of NDT methods are vibration analysis, leak testing, integrated ones. These are all the different types of NDT methods. In these, we are having only three types: ultrasonic method, radiography testing method, acoustic emission testing method. These three are most important. In these three different, one question will come definitely. We'll go for the differences between destructive and the non-destructive. So the destructive testing, tests are carried out to find out the properties, behavior of the materials under the different external conditions. Here, tests are carried out to find out the properties, behavior of the materials under the different external conditions. And in this non-destructive testing, tester undergoes the properties defects inside them. Mainly the purpose of non-destructive testing is without breaking the materials, we need to carry out the study that maybe structural properties, studying the flaw detection or hole detection or other materials present in that parent material. So the second property is properties of the material such as bending, tensile strength, compression strength can be found out. In this destructive testing, the properties of materials can be find out. Those are bending, tensile strength, compression strength can be find out. In these properties of the materials cannot be found. We cannot find the properties of materials in this non-destructive testing. We can identify the only the flaws and breakages or cracks or cavities present in the materials. So here in this destructive testing, defects inside the material such as flaw, cracks, porosity can be, we cannot exactly locate the flaws or cracks or cavities in this method. Here can be easily identify that cracks or holes present in that. The fourth one is the test are not possible to carry out an entire batch of products. We in this destructive testing, we need to take a sample from the bulk materials, group of materials. We need to test that sample and we need to apply that sample results to total group of materials. In this non-destructive testing, we can randomly check the multiple samples and correlate the results to the other parts. Here in the objects under testing is destroyed. So after the testing purpose, we cannot use that object. In this object of under testing remains intact. Without destroying the sample, we can test, we can reuse that sample. A test involve destruction part, production cost increase as part needs to be replaced after test. So here the production cost and the testing cost will be more. Here that this type of test is the cost effective. Examples of this type of testing is the bending test, tensile stress test, and the compression test, impact test, etc. Here the examples of NDT methods are, as I already told, acoustic emission testing, ultrasonic testing, and the radiography testing, etc. So we'll go for the acoustic emission technique in the next lecture. Thank you so much.